Do you think the US has won or lost the war in Afghanistan?
I think it's pretty clear that it's lost it long since.
I would say that it hasn't been won or lost. I think a war that's been going on for that amount of time, I don't think you can really calculate whether it's been won or lost.
I don't know what was happening, but there was a lot of refugees when I used to be in Pakistan.
Unfortunately, in this situation, there's no clear-cut rule about winning or losing. The Afghan people are the ones who have lost. It's not a question of Americans gaining. Strategically, they have achieved their goal of having an input into Afghanistan, but with the Taliban resurgent and now entering peace talks, I don't think the Americans have won.
The war has been going on for about 18 years now. What do you think's been achieved in Afghanistan, if anything?
Very, very, very little. A lot of cronyistic money has been sloshed around here and there.
I think they've gone back in time, but now there's been a lot of developments. I hope there is something good happening over there, because I myself am a dentist and I had colleagues over there, and they moved back to their country to serve the country because they knew that it has suffered a lot.
The country is still facing a lot of problems, still facing the problem of terrorism, and still facing problem of poverty. And I think that there is no achievements because the war brought more and more problems for Afghanistan.
Sadly, nothing has been achieved. At least the Soviets aren't there, which is a good thing, and at least the Taliban have gone out of power, but unfortunately the Taliban are still quite strong.
Why do you think the opium production volume has increased 4 times under the US occupation than it was during the Taliban era?
There were controversies that they themselves were growing it for the army was doing. Their people were doing the US wasn't, but the army who were posted over there, they were involved in it. And I remember there was a documentary as well that emerald trade was very high. These US Marines were carrying emeralds and selling it in the US, something like that.
I think the problem is there's a lot of corruption. Independent warlords have arisen and they're making money from the opium. At least with the Taliban at one stage they tried to cut down the opium production. But even the Taliban controlled areas, they make money from opium.